Hello students, welcome to the chapter Relations and Functions lecture 2. In the last video, I have discussed the types of relations, reflexive, symmetric, transitive and also equivalence relation. In this video, I am going to teach you the problems on equivalence relations. We will solve some problems on equivalence relations. Before that, I will recall the types of relations first. Reflexive. A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive if A, A belongs to R for every A belongs to the set A. Symmetric. A relation R on a set A is said to be symmetric if A, B belongs to R, then B, A belongs to R for every AB belongs to the set A. Transitive. A relation R on a set A is said to be transitive if AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, then A, C belongs to R for every ABC belongs to the set A. Students, be perfect in these three types of relations, then easily you will understand the problems on equivalence relation. Let me take the first example. Determine whether the following relations on the set A of human beings in a town at a particular time are reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Students, here A is a set consisting of human beings and R be the relation given below. R is defined by, in this example, R is equal to ordered pair XY such that X and Y work at the same place. The relation between X and Y is both X and Y work at the same place. Here if you want to write ordered pair XY belongs to R, it means that X and Y work at the same place. Remember, X and Y work at the same place. If you want to write XY belongs to R, then this I have to check for reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Let me take the solution. First one, reflexive. Please make sure my relation is XY such that X and Y work at the same place. For reflexive, relation is reflexive because X and X definitely work at the same place. I am taking an element X from the set A of human beings and ordered pair X, X belongs to R. It is true because X and X work at the same place. Definitely they work at the same place. Why they work at the same place, students? Because I am taking X, the same X person I am taking. Definitely they work at the same place, no doubt. Therefore this relation is reflexive relation. Then symmetric. Here let XY belongs to R. It means that, as I told you, XY belongs to R means X and Y work at the same place. If X and Y work at the same place, there is no doubt that Y and X also work at the same place. Therefore Y, X belongs to R. This implies the relation is symmetric relation because XY belongs to R given that YX belongs to R. Hence it satisfies the definition of symmetric relation. This relation is symmetric. Then we'll see the third one, transitive. Two ordered pairs I have to consider. One is XY belongs to R and YZ belongs to R. The definition of XY belongs to R in this example, X and Y work at the same place and now YZ belongs to R, Y and Z work at the same place. Remember, X and Y work at the same place, Y and Z work at the same place. Now I have to compare X and Z. Are they work at the same place? Definitely they work at the same place. Therefore, therefore they work at the same place. Here X and Z work at the same place. Hence, XZ belongs to R, and this relation is called as transitive relation. Therefore, the relation is symmetric, reflexive as well as transitive relation. Now, let me take the next example. Because it is equivalence relation, it is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, hence we call it as equivalence relation. Determine whether the following relations on the set A of human beings in a town at a particular time are reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Same example, but relation is different. What is the relation we have? X comma y such that X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. Remember the relation between X and Y. If you want to write XY belongs to R, the meaning of this is X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. There is a link between X and Y. That link is exactly 7 centimeter taller than. So X and Y I am taking. So X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. So if you know this, then we will go for the three relations. One is reflexive. Students, X cannot be exactly 7 centimeter taller than X itself. Nobody can taller than themselves. Therefore, X person cannot be exactly 7 centimeter taller than himself. Therefore, X comma X does not belongs to R, and this is not a reflexive relation. R is not reflexive. Next, symmetric relation. Let XY belongs to R. Meaning of this is, according to the given relation, XY belongs to R means X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. You can observe X, Y. X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y. Okay. Now, I have to check the reverse of this. What is that? This does not implies Y is exactly 7 centimeter taller than X. You can observe the diagram here, students. This is X, this is Y. X is already taller than Y. So, if you want to say Y is taller than X, this is not possible. Therefore, this does not implies that Y is exactly 7 centimeter taller than X. Therefore, Y comma X does not belongs to R, and it fails the definition of symmetric. Therefore, it is not symmetric relation. Next, third one, transitive. Let XY belongs to R and YZ belongs to R. Meaning of these two ordered pairs according to the given relation. X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Y, the first ordered pair, and second ordered pair YZ belongs to R means Y is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Z. You can observe the diagram here. X, Y, Z. X is taller than Y. Y is taller than Z. Now, how much difference between X and Y? 7 centimeter. Between Y and Z, again 7 centimeter. Now, from X and Z you compare. How much difference is there between X and Z? How much X is taller than Z? Is it 14 centimeter? Yes, but our relation is 7 centimeter. Therefore, X is not exactly 7 centimeter taller than Z. Therefore, X and Z are not related here. It means that this does not implies X is exactly 7 centimeter taller than Z. Therefore, this relation is not transitive because here X comma Z does not belongs to our relation R. That's why this relation is not a transitive relation. Hope you understood this example, students. Let me take the next example. Again the same question, the set A of human beings in a town at a particular time, but the relation is here. R is equal to ordered pair x comma y such that x is wife of y. X is wife of y. If you want to write xy belongs to R, you must know that the meaning of this is x is wife of y. Dear students, x is wife of y means x will be female and y will be male. This you have to understand first. So after that, let me check whether it is reflexive, symmetric, transitive or not. First one, reflexive. X cannot be wife of x itself. Female cannot be wife of female itself. Therefore, this relation is not reflexive because x comma x does not belongs to R. It is not reflexive. Next, symmetric. Let xy belongs to R. Meaning of this is x is wife of y. Dear students, xy belongs to R implies x is wife of y, as I told you. Now, is the y is wife of x? Absolutely no. Friends, y is male here. So, y cannot be wife of anybody because of male. Therefore, it does not implies y is wife of x. Hence, y comma x does not belongs to R. Therefore, this relation is not symmetric. I repeat this. Xy belongs to R. X is wife of y. This does not implies y is wife of x because y is male. So male cannot be wife of anybody. Therefore, y is wife of x is not possible. Hence, y comma x does not belongs to R. Hence, this relation is not symmetric. Now, we'll check for transitive. Very important. Let xy belongs to R. The meaning of xy belongs to R is x is wife of y. Now, dear students, are you going to think yz belongs to R? Because of transitivity, I need two ordered pairs. Do you think yz belongs to R here? What do you mean by yz belongs to R? Y is wife of z. According to the relation, if I say yz belongs to R, y is wife of z. If I take this ordered pair xy belongs to R, here x is wife of y. Okay, here y is male. Next you are saying that y is wife of z. Being a male, y cannot be wife of z or anybody. It means that we fail to express yz belongs to R. We fail to express yz belongs to R. It means yz is not in the relation. This is only not in the relation. Then how you are going to check whether xz belongs to R or not? This question arises when yz is not there in the relation R. How you say xz is in the relation? So it is not possible. Therefore, listen carefully. Therefore, we agree that this is a transitive. You can see the reason here. Xy belongs to R, then y is not further related at all. Y cannot be related to anybody as wife. Therefore, we agree that we can't check xz is there or not in the relation. Hence, we accept that this relation is transitive relation. This is very important. So, I repeat one more time. Whenever AB belongs to R and there is no BC, BC is itself not there in the relation, then you can't check A comma C there in the relation or not. You can't check it. Therefore, agree that this relation is transitive. When you have to agree this relation is transitive, whenever AB belongs to R and BC is not in the relation R and you can't check AC, that's why you agree that this relation is transitive relation. Hope you understood about the transitive relation. Next One more example. Show that the relation R defined in the set A of all triangles as your relation is here. R is equal to T1 T2 such that T1 is similar to T2 is your relation. T1 T2 belongs to R means T1 is similar to T2. Prove that this relation is equivalence relation. Further, consider three right angles. Consider three right angle triangles. T1 with sides 3, 4, 5. T2 with sides 5, 12, 13. And T3 with sides 6, 8, 10. So these are the three right angles triangles with the sides. Which triangles among T1, T2 and T3 are related? Are related. Which relation you are going to assign among T1, T2, T3 triangles? Whether they are similar or not. So this we will discuss in this video. Please watch it carefully. There are two parts in this question. One is I have to prove the relation is equivalence. Dear students, how to prove the relation is equivalence? I have to prove this is reflexive. I have to prove this is symmetric. And also I have to prove it is transitive, because equivalence relation means reflexive, symmetric and transitive relation. Then the solution of this question. Reflexive triangles I am taking. Only one triangle. The triangle is similar to itself. You can observe T1 is always similar to T1 itself. Every triangle is similar to itself. Therefore, this is T1, T2 belongs to R and the relation is reflexive. Since every triangle is similar to itself, no doubt the relation is reflexive. Next, for symmetric. T1, T2 belongs to R. Meaning of this is T1 is similar to T2. Implies T2 is also similar to T1. There is no doubt. When T1 is similar to T2, even T2 is also similar to T1. Therefore, T2, T1 belongs to R satisfies the definition of symmetric, and this relation is symmetric relation. Transitive, very important. Two ordered pairs T1, T2 belongs to R and T2, T3 belongs to R. Now, meaning of T1, T2 belongs to R. That is T1 is similar to T2 and meaning of T2, T3 belongs to R. T2 is similar to T3. Now check whether T1 is similar to T3. Dear students, this is T1, this is T2 and T3. T1 triangle, T2 triangle, T3 triangle. These are similar, T1 and T2. These are also similar. What about T1 and T3? Are they similar? Definitely they are similar. Therefore, T1 and T3 are also similar. That I am going to write here. T1 is similar to T3 and this implies T1, T3 belongs to R, satisfies transitive relation, and we call this relation is transitive. So this relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, and we call it as equivalence relation. I have proved the first part, that is equivalence relation. Further, I have to prove the second part of the question. Let me consider the ratio of sides of the triangles T1 and T3. You can check T1 is with the sides 3, 4, 5 and T3 triangle is with the sides 6, 8, 10. 3 and 6 comparing, 4 and 8 I am comparing, 5 and 8 I am comparing. Are they similar? Definitely they are similar. Only the thing is they are in the ratio. What is the ratio between them? That you can see here. Ratio between 3 and 6, ratio between 4 and 8, the ratio between 5 and 10 are equal to 1 by 2. You can check 3 by 6, 4 by 8, 5 by 10 are equal to 1 by 2. It means the sides of the triangle T1 and T3 are in proportional. The sides of the triangle T1 and T3 are in proportional. They have the same ratio, therefore they are similar. They are related to each other. Similarly, you check T2 and T3. No, absolutely no, they are not in proportional. They don't have the same ratio. Therefore, T1 and T3 are related. Related means they are similar because of the same ratio. But T1 and T2 are not related because their ratios are not same. They are not similar. Hence, T1 and T2 are not related. Also, T2 and T3 are not related. T2 and T3, you can see the sides. They are not in the proportional. They don't have the same ratio. Therefore, they are not similar triangles. Hence, they are not related. This is the second part of the question and its solution. Next question, important for your examination for 3 mark. This is a question for 3 mark asked in the previous year. Show that the relation R in the set Z of integers given by R is equal to the ordered pair A comma B such that 2 divides A minus B. Dear students, here AB belongs to R means this implies 2 divides A minus B. If you want to write A comma B belongs to R, there is a statement that 2 divides A minus B. 2 divides A minus B also written as A minus B is divisible by 2. This is also correct. This is 2 divides A minus B. I am expressing that in this way. A minus B is divisible by 2. Even you can express it as A minus B is multiple of 2. This is also possible to express the statement A minus B is multiple of 2. That A minus B is multiple of 2 can be written A minus B is equal to 2k, where k belongs to the set of integers, because k is multiplying by 2, no? Therefore, A minus B is multiple of 2 can be written in this format. Hope you understood this about the relation. Now let me check one by one whether reflexive, symmetric, transitive. Here I should not check because the question is show that I have to prove reflexive, symmetric, transitive. Number 1, reflexive. Before going to start reflexive, recall what I discussed. 2 divides A minus B means A minus B is a multiple of 2, definitely. This can be written A minus B is equal to 2k, where k belongs to Z. Both are equal. Now let me check reflexive. A comma A belongs to R for every A, because A minus A is equal to 0 and 0 is divisible by 2. Therefore, this relation is reflexive relation. Dear students, A comma A belongs to R for every A. That A belongs to the set of integers. So that I am taking A minus A is 0. 0 is divisible by 2, or 2 divides 0. Both are same. 2 divides 0. 2 divides 0 means 2 divides A minus A. So 2 divides A minus A means definitely what? According to relation, A comma A belongs to R. A comma A belongs to R. For every A belongs to the set of integers, then the relation is reflexive relation according to the definition of reflexive relation. Hope you understood reflexive. Next we'll go for symmetric. Let AB belongs to R implies 2 divides A minus B. This implies, I am taking in the way A minus B is equal to 2k, because you can express 2 divides A minus B as A minus B equal to 2k. And now if I take A minus B equal to 2k, I just want to write A minus B as B minus A, then this 2k will be written as minus 2k, because you know that A minus B is equal to minus of B minus A. When A minus B is k and this is b minus a, and definitely b minus a is going to be minus k. So you can see that here b minus a can be written minus 2k. So why I am taking like that? Because 2 divides b minus a. Hence 2 divides a minus b implies 2 divides b minus a. This gives us BA belongs to R because it satisfies the given relation. BA belongs to R, therefore it is symmetric relation. I can recall one more time. AB belongs to R implies 2 divides A minus B. 2 divides A minus B can be written A minus B is equal to 2k. Just write A minus B as B minus A. Then see the changes, minus 2k. B minus A is equal to minus 2k is nothing but 2 divides B minus A, and 2 divides B minus A is nothing but BA belongs to R, therefore R is symmetric. Why R is symmetric? AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R, therefore the relation is symmetric relation. Next we'll go for the next type, transitive. AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. For transitive, of course you know that 2 ordered pairs. First one, 2 divides A minus B, and BC belongs to R, 2 divides B minus C. Then I will write the meaning of 2 divides A minus B, that is A minus B equal to 2m, and 2 divides B minus C, I will write it as B minus C equal to 2n, where m and n are integers. Now I will add A minus B and B minus C in the LHS. In the RHS, I will add 2m and 2n. In the LHS, minus b and plus b gets cancelled. A minus c is equal to 2 common, m plus n. So A minus c is equal to 2 into m plus n is nothing but A minus c is also multiple of 2. It means that 2 divides A minus c also. Therefore, A comma c belongs to R implies the relation is transitive relation. So I have proved the relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, and this is called as equivalence relation. One of the very important example for your examination. Let me take the next example. Let L be the set of all lines in a plane with a relation R in the set L defined as R equal to L1 L2 such that L1 is perpendicular to L2. What is the relation between L1 and L2 here? L1 is perpendicular to L2. Show that R is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. This is not reflexive, not transitive, that I have to prove here. Let me take the solution. First one, reflexive. We know that any line L is not perpendicular to itself. Definitely students, any straight line cannot be perpendicular to itself. Therefore, for any line L, L comma L does not belongs to R. Therefore, it is not reflexive relation. Hope you understood. Any line cannot be perpendicular to itself. So, we say this is not a reflexive relation. Symmetric. If L1, L2 belongs to R, that is L1 is perpendicular to L2. You can see the diagram here. L1 is perpendicular to L2. You think, is L2 perpendicular to L1? Definitely in the diagram you can see L2 is also perpendicular to L1. It means that L2 is perpendicular to L1 and L2 comma L1 belongs to R. As the definition of symmetric says, when L1 L2 belongs to R implies L2 L1 belongs to R, the relation is symmetric relation. Next, for transitive, if L1 L2 belongs to R and L2 L3 belongs to R, because of transitive 2 ordered pairs we consider. So far we solved many examples. You come across that for transitive two ordered pairs we select. Here I have taken L1, L2 belongs to R and L2, L3 belongs to R. Now L1, L2 belongs to R means L1 is perpendicular to L2. You can see the diagram. L1 is perpendicular to L2 and L2, L3 belongs to R means L2 is perpendicular to L3. Draw L2 perpendicular to the line L3. Yes. Now see the diagram. Compare L1 and L3 students. Are these perpendicular? L1 the line is here. L3 the line is here. Are they perpendicular? No. Definitely no. Therefore, L1 is not perpendicular to L3. It means that the diagram says L1 is parallel to L3. So it fails our relation, that is perpendicular relation is failed between L1 and L3. Hence L1 comma L3 does not belongs to R. Hence the relation is not transitive. Hope you understood. We proved that the relation is symmetric but not reflexive, not transitive relations. Next example. Let L be the set of all lines in the xy plane and R be the relation in the set L defined as R equal to L1, L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2. Between L1 and L2 in this example, what is the relation? Parallel. L1 and L2 are parallel. Show that R is an equivalence relation. Again, I have to prove this is an equivalence. Hope you all know what to prove for equivalence relation. Find the set of all lines related to the line y equal to 2x plus 4. This is the second part of the question that we will see later. First we will prove this relation is an equivalence relation. First one, reflexive, because for equivalence I have to prove reflexive, symmetric, transitive. Dear students, for reflexive, since every line L1 is parallel to itself, a line belongs to the set of straight lines is always parallel to itself. This is a geometrical meaning. Remember always, every line is parallel to itself. Therefore, L1, L2 belongs to R and this relation is reflexive. Symmetric. Let L1, L2 belongs to R. It means what? L1 is parallel to L2. You can see the diagram. L1 is parallel to L2. Please compare. Is L2 parallel to L1? Of course, L2 is also parallel to L1. From the diagram you can see. Therefore, L2 comma L1 belongs to R. This implies the relation is symmetric relation. Next, for transitive, two ordered pairs. L1, L2 belongs to R. Here we should write L1, L2 belongs to R and L2, L3 belongs to R. For the first ordered pair, L1, L2 belongs to R is nothing but L1 is parallel to L2 and second ordered pair L2, L3 belongs to R is nothing but L2 is parallel to L3. See the diagram. L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is parallel to L3. Now your job is to compare L1 and L3. This is L1, this is L3. Are they parallel? Are they L1, L3 are parallel? From the diagram, clearly they are parallel. Yes, therefore L1 is parallel to L3. Hence, L1 comma L3 belongs to R. It satisfies the definition of transitive relation. Therefore, this relation is transitive relation. And of course, I have proved the relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, and it is called as an equivalence relation. Further, we have the second type. Further, we have the second question, that is, find the set of all lines. You need to find all the lines which are related to the line y equal to 2x plus 4. Dear students, I will discuss about this equation of line y equal to 2x plus 4. Do you think this is in the form of y equal to mx plus c? Yes. So, what is the value of m here? M is equal to 2. M is equal to 2 means the slope of this line is 2. Hope you are understanding. Y equal to 2x plus 4. the line is in the form of y equal to mx plus c and m value is 2, it means the slope of the straight line is 2 here. So if you know this much, then you will understand the answer for that question. Consider the line y equal to 2x plus 4 in the xy plane. This is the straight line y equal to 2x plus 4 having the slope 2 here. The set of all lines related to the line y equal to 2x plus 4 are the collection of the lines with slope 2. Dear students, the set of all lines which are related to the line y equal to 2x plus 4 are nothing but collection of all the lines which have the slope 2. Therefore, they will be parallel always, because the slopes are equal, then the lines are always parallel. This is what the second part of the question. The set of all lines related to the line y equal to 2x plus 4 are nothing but the collection of the lines with the slope 2. If you write the answer this much, you will get the answer. So we proved the relation is equivalence and also the second part of the question. Dear students, these are the examples on equivalence relation. Similar examples you have to solve on your own. In the next video, I'll come with some more problems on relations. Thank you, students.